Hi guys, and welcome to another video by Traveling Vegan and Frodo. Welcome to another by the pool session. Very nice, getting cool finally. Ooh, so hot today, crazy weather. Okay, so as the subject for this video, I have a bit of a controversial topic. Should we allow people to marry young? Okay, so I guess the perception of young person changes, and it is different from country to country. It is different from culture to culture. In India and some places of China and Philippines and those Asian countries and Fiji, people get married, or girls get married when they're very young. And in the Western world, I guess we used to getting married a little bit older. I mean, in a lot of countries, even in America, people still get married reasonably young, which is in their 20s or early 20s. And okay, I personally consider it very young. And I mean, you may agree or disagree. I consider getting married in your early 20s is really young. And okay, so controversial question is, should there be introduced a limit, an age limit to when you're allowed to get married? I know in Russia it's about 14 years old, 14, 15, and you're allowed to get married, and 14 years old at 14 in Russia you get passport and you can officially get married. And I think it is the stupidest thing that exists out there. Why the hell do we let children get married? Are you freaking kidding me? Seriously, why? Why? They're children. I don't think people should be allowed to get married in their 20s, or like at least when they're 20 until they're 25. There are so many people that are getting married like every second, or like 3 out of 4 marriages end in divorce. What's the point? People are getting married when they're so young and in love and blah blah blah, and they haven't even figured out what they want in life. They haven't figured out who they are. They haven't figured out where they want to go. And the person they're marrying is usually just as young as they are. Are you really the same person when you're 30 or 35 compared to the person you were when you're 20s, when you're 17 or 18, and you're allowed to get married? Should you stay married to the same person your whole life? I think it's a very interesting, controversial topic in reality, and I think it's very stupid for people to get married young. I think it's really dumb idea. I think it's the best way to skyrocket your stress levels, to skyrocket your, I want to say unhappiness. I'm sorry. There are a lot of cleaning people out there, I guess, who just really want that special someone to just be there with them straight out of their parents' house. But you're gonna hate me for saying that, but I don't think they're living their full life and their full potential. I don't think they have experienced and lived life long enough to get married. It's like the thing recently in Russia. I know I keep talking about Russia and bring it up. I'm sorry. I should learn more about all the other countries. But they had like this rule thing proposed, a new law proposed, that women are not allowed to go to university until they give birth. What the fuck? Like, how insanely... Oh, there's a bird there. Beautiful. How insanely stupid is that? Why are we letting people who have not lived their life, why to do something that serious? I take marriage very seriously, and I only want to get married once in my life to the right person who I believe is living same passions, or at least same morals, right, and we have same interests, and we will be able to empower each other and bring each other up and make each other better. See, I didn't know these things when I was 18. I didn't think about things like that when I was 20. We don't get taught things like that. A lot of people don't get taught things like that. And we don't really know who we are when we're that young. So why are we allowing these young children to get married? When all they're going to do... I mean, I understand, okay, some marriages work when they marry young, and it's great, and it's very good for them. And I'm glad, but is there really that big need for anyone and everyone to get married that young? For anyone to get married that young? I know that maybe in some countries they do it for like economical reasons, economics, and you know, I don't know. In some countries they sell people. Do you understand? Like they sell females, like because the family gets like a few goats and blah blah, and then you can give away your daughter. Bottom line is, this is my personal opinion, and you don't have to agree with me. And I'm very tempted to say what Duran Rider usually says after it. I think getting married young is one of the stupidest things that you can do. I think some people have a good experience with it and they're liking, and good for them. But I don't think when you're 35, you are the same person you were when you were 20. So why would you decide on who you'll be spending the rest of your life with when you're that young, when you're that inexperienced, when you're that unaware of who you are, when you haven't done much in life? And it's another stupid thing. People, when they get married, a lot of people have kids straight away. What a dumb idea. It can work for some people, and a lot of people make it work, but it's something that I'm glad I didn't do. Because you basically give up your life. You give up a lot of your time, most of your resources, and you give up your youth, I want to say, but more the time when you're young and adventurous and you want to explore the world. You give all of that up, and sure, maybe you get something back for it, you know, like a love from the child or whatever. Long term, perhaps they'll love you, perhaps they won't. But you can also be sitting out there with that husband, with that baby, thinking, why the hell did I do this to myself? I trapped myself in this city, in this country. I have to look after this child, and I have to keep on studying or working my job to make ends meet because I'm young and not yet successful. It doesn't make you a bad person. It just means that you're choosing to have that kind of experience in life. And why would you? The world is amazing. It's incredible. There are so many opportunities. There are so many things you can do. And to choose to give it all up, to choose to just completely press pause. Okay, look, it's possible. It's possible to have a successful career. It's possible to have your own business, thrive in business. And look, okay, I know there are some people out there who just really want to reproduce and have children, and they feel like that's their calling and that's what they want to do, and it's fine. And it's fine that that's what you want to do. Go for it, you know. But there are a lot of people who don't, and there are a lot of people who think that they have to when they don't. And I guess that's why I want the subject to be talked about. I want to talk about the subject because I think a lot of people make mistakes when they get married that young and have babies that young. And then they just kind of think that that is what's expected, that's normal, that's what everybody else does. But in reality, you don't, just because everyone else does it, you don't have to do it. You can live your life. Make sure that your life is your choice. not just some mistake you made when you're young. I mean, it's always never really a mistake, right? It's always just an experience you might have chosen to have, and you'd never regret it at the end. But just really think that through. Think before you do make that step. Think before you make that jump. Not just, I've dated this person for 6 months and we're in love and now let's get married and have babies and everything will be rainbows and sunshine and unicorns. It's not quite that easy. Grow up a little bit, experience the world, travel the world, do things in life. There's more to it than just what you might think when you're 17 or even 20. Okay, this video is getting very long, so I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to have a wonderful day, have some healthy, nutritious food, and do some kind of fitness activity, pump your lymphatic system. And remember to stop counting calories and start counting health. Love you. Bye.